Hello, Clet. How you doing, buddy? Oh, Viva Blog. Things are always good around here, buddy. Welcome to tonight's live stream Tuesday. Right now, we're working on the HMS Victory. I'm getting the second gun deck. I got it installed already, so I'm working all over again on the gun cartridges. So far, those that are watching like to see the results of it so far. This phone works very well for showing update pictures so you with all the computer crap on it. Let's see. Yeah, that's the second gun deck. I got that glued down already. Where the hell are the pictures at? Got the done already, so I got the new gun deck. Let it dry. Right now, working on the carriages to the second gun deck right there. Okay, here we go again. Okay. Hell. The one wasn't going too good. Get a cup here, container. Fill this bag up with some more stuff. I had those trolleys all cut out last night. Guess I didn't. Those are 24 pounders trolleys. I like to sweat. Okay, those are 24 pounds. The rest of these are trolleys for these. Man. I think there's more than the two I haven't run on yet. Why, hell yes. Tuesday, I think. Gosh, Frank, you were lucky I was done last night. Guess not. 24 pounders. Always. More here a bit. Blocks. Over here. Blocks. Blocks. More blocks. And more trolleys. I thought I had all these done last night. Yeah. Had a pretty cool day today. I hope everybody out there who's watching or is on the chat board had a good day today. Had an old buddy of mine showed up today at the house. One of my feathered friends. A big old turkey vulture. He was in the backyard out there today. I went out to pick up the trash. It's trash day. It's trash day tomorrow. I went out to pick up the trash this morning, so I don't have to worry about doing it tonight. I tell the kids, tell the wife, not the wife, but my daughter, and my son-in-law, look, I'll take care of the trash. I'm not doing nothing around here. Make myself useful. Is that it, Mike? That's it, buddy. Here, that was the 24 pounders. Good there. Okay. All right, back to shape now. Okay, check the chat board. Okay, we got 5 watching, 6 thumbs up. We got Listen Blog, and we got Clint Comey, he's with us. And we got Mr. Daniel Britton, he's with us. Oh, you know they are. Those just tuned in right now, let me show you how much got done this thing. I got everything recorded on my phone right here. That way you can see how much is done off camera. Okay. I got all the cannons. Remember all those cartridges I did last night? And the cannons and everything? I got them all painted and primed, painted. I installed these this morning. I installed those this morning. Ain't no sense putting no lanyards on the back to hook up to the bulkheads because you ain't gonna see them anyway. What the hell are you, Frank? I got the second gun deck on there. I got weight on there to keep that stuff on there. I put epoxy on there. And epoxy on the risers, also along the ledges of there where they go against the hull. So let that dry. While it's drying, we'll work on these. So that's how much we got going on this thing so far, guys. I may stay in this thing for a while. I don't know. Probably will. We get to a certain point and put it aside somewhere. But right now, I'm having such a good time with this. Okay. Yeah, these cannons take time. Lots of time. And the way they're kind of relaxing. First one on the board for the night. It'll be the last one. Drink some coffee over there. Check out the chat board, see what's shaking. Yeah, what they do, those recoils back there, they're big old houses, about that, probably about that big around. This model has no holes at all. We glue in eye pins, we can hook up your recoils. There's nothing to hook up recoils to. In other words, I'll put recoils on the thing. The cannons from the gun ports, the shutter bays, when the recoil will go back, probably about as far as it'll probably go as far as back where the guns are. It goes back as far as the gun carts will go, the carriages will go. Usually, probably go out when they go boom, they come back. They won't go any further than what they're like this on a model. They go back and they'll put a ramrod there, ream it, clean out the creosote inside the barrel, stick a powder bag behind there, put a charge back like a cannonball or a bar shot or something like that, put it in there. They get done, they get a tackle, they pull a tackle, and that cannon will come up forward. Usually when they recoil, they go back as far, they won't go back all the way because they got that recoils there for. It's like a stop, keeps that cannon from shooting across the deck. And it probably goes maybe at a good meter away from the bulkhead. Just enough to get a ramrod, clean that thing out, ram it out, clean it out, throw a bag in there, throw a blast powder bag in there. Powder monkeys, they had you a bag, throw a bag inside the barrel, throw a grape shot, throw a bar shot in there, cannonball, put it in there, ram it nice and tight, pull a tackle, the cannon go right back against the bulkhead. They put a flintlock on there, and boom! Repeat the process. It takes about 90 seconds for them to reload. It's pretty fast. French took longer. That's one reason why we had. That's we the English had it over the French because they can load up faster than the French could. And the British they can load each gun with 90 seconds. That's pretty fast. Yeah, that's right, Daniel. They just reload at the shoots across, don't go any further than what they allow to, and then, like I say, clean up, load up, and take the tackle and reel the the gun carriages up to the port, and let lock, and boom. Here we go, Mr. Daniel Walker 053 with us tonight. Good evening to you, dear sir. Welcome to Tuesday night live stream with me, the HMS Victory by Heller, and the rest of the fellows on the chat. And we're going to work on lower gun deck gun carriages, and do the same thing I did last night. Once that's done, got 2 more decks put on it. They got to be painted and all. Got to put a wash on it and stuff, and more guns. So far, I got about 30 in here. The first lower gun deck, I got about 32 pounders on there. They've already been loaded on there. Those that haven't seen it yet, here they are on my phone here. I like it's a lot quicker if I show it on my phone than it is show it on the computer because I ain't no way I can show it to you on the computers because That's about it. There's a second. I did like show everybody else a while ago, Daniel. We at the second lower gun deck. There's the first one with all the that's last night's cartridges did last night, the gun carriages. So yeah, we're feeling pretty good. Very tedious, laborsome on the guns. Now, if a fella's gonna really take his time on this thing, if he really do it outright, you got to use balsa wood or some kind of basswood or lemon wood or something to use. Probably 1/32, probably 1 millimeter wood strips and glue planking across the gun ports, and drill holes in the eye pens there, and that and your recoil ropes. But like I say, there's nothing on here to hook up recoils to. One thing good about the Revell USS Constitution on the gun deck down below, they got these little pins that stick out, like my pellet pins. You can take a gun cartridge, put it right across the pin here, then you just wrap out a pin behind your gun barrel, go the next one. And they didn't do it this here because there's no holes at all. And the plastic probably is about maybe 1 millimeter thick. And it'll probably go right through the plastic. You're not drilling holes through here. There's no holes at all to drill those gun ports through there. That's a problem they did. That's a con to this kit so far. But it can be done. What you got to do up to get the bulkhead, you got to take strip wood and glue it against the bulkhead and go ahead and drill holes there and make eye pins, stick it through there, and then you'll be all set. I'm building this out of the box. It is what it is. It's not going to be sane. When I come up to the spar deck and up there to the weather deck, a lot of stuff's going to be sane. I'm going to start rigging up the guns that way. Down below, I ain't worried about it. Oh, yeah. Another thing, too, we'll show you out here. See how far those guns are right there? Don't even push them in. That's how far they should go out like that. Before, I had them sticking out. When they start sticking out, that's when you run into the problem. Because you bop them, they go in there, they get bust inside. You bop those cannons off, they get inside the hull, you'll never get them out. I don't care. You'll never get them out. They're there for life. So be quite careful. You want to push those cannons in. So like I said, I showed you on the last night. I gave you a small sample of how to glue the gun carriages onto the gun deck. Is that you got to make sure they just barely stick out, not much. You can see how far they go. But this way, can't even see how far they go out. They've been 1 millimeter. You're not going to get bopped. As long as you glue those trunnions, those little trolley wheels, make sure, because you got that little run rail across the side there. You got to take that wheel, make sure it's behind a trolley that comes out that far, a trolley wheel right there, and that keeps those guns from uniform in that degree of clearance from the gun ports. But like I say, once you get bopped, that's it. You don't want to bounce this thing around either, because vibration causes them loose. That's a lot line. As you guys see right here, look at the labor putting in this thing, just putting the guns on here. You want to make sure all that labor don't go to waste because of carelessness. Carelessness. Get me some coffee. We get done with these carriages. I'm going to prime them and we're going to paint them. Frankie Day to get a cup of Joe. Like I said, watching 7 thumbs up. Okay. What was I here? Had some tube glue, stuff was really fast. Do these for the long ones. But those trolleys are long at. Had long trolleys in there. Yeah. Take the needle over here. We got help. One of these parts that things should be using. Those are the 124-pound trolleys. They go there. Stops. Two more trolleys. No harm done. All I like is glue and bell glue. It's good stuff. The applicator is wonderful. I don't know why. I don't use them anymore like I used to. Okay, take these off the glue again. I take them out of there because the long parts and the long guns, these 25 pounders right here. Kept looking at those trolleys, and man, they're long kind of trolleys. So no big deal. Little trolleys. I was watching a lot of stuff on YouTube last night on the Victory and the Royal Navy, how they doing the press gangs. You got these guys, you know. See, back in those days, a lot of guys lived in seaports. We used to go in taverns, these pubs. Go in there, get pickled a little bit, get pie-eyed. Eye-sucking girl comes up to you, you think you're going to make it tonight with her, and pretty soon all she is a lure for the press gang. What they do is you got a bunch of guys, a bunch of sailors from like the HMS Victory, for example. They'll pay those girls so many shillings, something like that. See that guy right there? Yeah, bring him out here. Okay. And they bring him out there. He comes out there. You think he'll go home with her. Well, he'll wake up, all right, with a knot in his head. And wonder, where in the hell am I? Next thing you know, he's looking up. You got this big old hairy bosun mate with a starter or a horse neck. Wrap him back of the head or dap the shoulder and rouse him up and get him started. Get him up topside and weather deck. And you're the King's Navy now. Most fellows back in the days, not how harsh 17th century sea law used to be. They stayed away from They stayed away from the seaports. But if you want to survive, that's not the best way to do it. Stay away from the seaports. For a shore shoot, you from Boston, Massachusetts, or Plymouth, England, or somewhere. You're in a pub. You may leave the house, but you ain't coming home that night. That's damn sure. Boy, it's good stuff. Strong too. I got all those guns corrected already. I'm happy. You can't be mixing parts 44 pounds worth of 32 pounds. You can't do that. There's special carriages for them. Like I just found out. Just now. Okay, back in perspective now. All you there. That's the starter. Those are the elevation stops. There's Charlie. Okay, let's check the chat board, see what's going on. Got my coffee over here. Yeah, Daniel, it does get plugged up once in a while, but there's a trick to it. I didn't know. One of my subscribers showed me. Let me show you right here live. I pulled an applicator out of that bottle. See the slider? What do you think sparked? It's clear as clean. Make sure it's good and cool down. You want to stick a hot pin in that thing. The applicator works very, very well. I like that. We have my sort of that stuff on YouTube or somewhere. Not YouTube, but on eBay. I'll have to go to a hobby shop. But eBay is my hobby shop from now on. Or Sprue Brothers or something is. hell? I once in a while give you a little hell, a little bit like this right here. Yeah, I love Toucher's glue. That's one of my favorites. Water turn the AC on. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that 10 in there. Jesus. Boy, the rear end of the bunch. Yeah. Go to. The second one on the floor. Good night. They'll break it. It's trolley down. So I get this gun carriage off. Then it's called carriage all there. At least this one. Okay. Over here. Break on it now. Okay, 8 watching, 8 thumbs up. Ah, that's great. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 more to go. Oh, break time. Break time, break time. Wonderful. Lower deck number 2 on there real good. We got the spar deck. Who's up here? Spar deck, yeah. Spar deck and weather deck was up here. Spar deck and weather deck. Okay. Now, outside here's the rest of it. Oh boy. Especially my kidneys. Yeah, a lot of trees, they stick all the time. They make things difficult for everybody. Well, leave me alone. Oh boy, see here. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 18. I'll get the 30 or the 20s. Wait, not that air conditioning, it's cold in here. This room gets warm and cold real quick. Hey, Lord, boy. Leaves me out of here. Well, out of there, Frank. Hello, everybody. Game 20. Yeah, 10 more. I'll 5 of these. So, oh, man, you got 12 left. I'm going to check the goddamn stock again. Man. I got my one again 3 times. Can't you see that, Frank? This goes up here like this. There. Got 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, got 1, 2, 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 10, there's 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 10 more, 9 more. I don't have enough for doggone. Let me check some out here. These are all 24-pounder trolleys, and this is much more. Let me check this. Put them up here. You're painting these. Find them. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That'd be 21 right there. I got to do some more shackles. More those trunnions. There's 22 right there. See? I finished up the scan right here. I'm going to take a break. Yeah, break time. Okay, we check the chat and everything going on here. 9 watching, 10 thumbs up. Oh, we got back watches with us. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, this is the older kit. This is I believe this is possibly could be I'm leaning towards maybe an 80s kit. Now, the ones made in the 90s, they come with a different color plastic. Instead of having an orange hull, it's kind of like a tan color. And the plastic's pretty much the same as the new one. It's It's a poly resin plastic on the hull. The whole kit is poly resin plastic. You know, it's when I bought this thing. Oh, good God! How many years ago? About 7 years ago? No, 6 years ago. No, 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I bought this on eBay for $100, sealed. It's been sitting in storage for about maybe 5 years. No, 6 years. I took it out of storage before I moved to Tennessee. Last week, I opened up the box. To my horror, to the bowie right there's a big old crack in the plastic. It was busted out. Looked like somebody crushed it, but no one crushed it. I think what happened was the heat did to it. I think the heat had something to do with it. It was so hot in that storage in there. And I think if I got to believe it's first I thought maybe it was hell. Somebody smashed this damn thing and say a damn thing. That's piss poor quality control, I think. I got to think, have you seen any smash marks in that box, Frank? I go, nope. I don't see any. So this thing wasn't smashed. I think the heat kind of cracked the plastic a little bit. So you got to make sure these HELLERT kits, or any kind of kit in general, keep out of the heat. Because heat is no good for these things. In other words, the plastic is pretty good in this thing. The hulls, everything's fine. It's working good. I made one big mistake the other day on this thing. This is my third time I built this ship. I got two of them like this in storage. One's built already about 30 years ago. And I got one I started to build when I was living in that trailer. And the kit was it was pretty good shape, you know. When I didn't even open up the box till I opened it up last week. Saw the hull all bashed out. I was boys. I said, man, ain't no way they're gonna place a hull. So I got it fixed. The plastic was about to get like it was broke. I was really amazed. So other than that, this is a good kit. Just got to be careful. It's very fragile on other parts, especially on the mast and stuff. This plastic is not very forgiving in this kit. The HELLERT kits, there's especially this one here. It's very thick, hard hull. And yeah, I'm gonna have a blast with this thing. Oh, thank you very much, there, buddy. We have Edson Edwards. He said, "You're the reason why I'm back in the modeling building. Thanks for you, Frank, an inspiration." Yep, that's what they call me, Mr. Inspiration. I appreciate those kind words, buddy. Like Max says, model on. And Jason Edwardson said, what age were you when you started model building? You're really good and very knowledgeable about your build. Amazing work. Thank you very much. I was 3 years old. When I was 3 years old, stuff like this was a distant dream. When I was 3 years old, I was building up the card models and balsa wood models. That's all there was out there then. And that was probably back, what, early 1950, 51, somewhere around there. So plastic didn't come out around 1954. So the first plastic model I've ever got, my dad bought it for me for my birthday. How old was I back then? About 5 years old, 1954? No, I was older than that. I was about 7. No, I was 8 years old back then. 1954, I was 8 years old, going on 9. And my dad says, "You're going to like this, Frank." "Oh, wow, that's USS Missouri. Who makes that?" "Revell." I never heard of them before. They're a new company. It says, and Revell 1565 scale, plastic box scale. running a hole about 22 inches long. It's kind of, nowadays, it cannot stand up anything we got nowadays. But for old model, it'll do, you know. But that was one of the first kits I built. And came out of a real long, thin box. And the second one I built was a PT boat, the phosphor. The Chris Craft came in. And by 1950s, Rudell was really kicking them out, kicking out those kits. Then also Limber got in there, and Aurora came in. So I was about 3 years old when I started building models. The first model I built was a Urco Urcoup. It was by Comet. It was a balsa wood kit. We got kids my generation who can read blueprints and build stuff in blueprints. Nowadays, they don't. I don't know if it's the education system or maybe it's just people don't want to take their time to build things. They just want to hurry up and build and instant gratification. I don't know what it is, but that's how it was back in my days, you know. I got a lot of kits, a lot of balsa kits laying around here. Well, let me show you for an example. Kits like I was building when I first started building models. Everything to dry. Now, here's one here I started. This model is probably almost 100 years old. This is by a company called Cleveland Models. There's a Cleveland Colonel Bishop's Newport 17. This is no Cleveland Designs kit. And yeah. This flies and everything. I get done with it. Came out of the boxes like this. This is the GB Racer back there. This kit's probably about 100 years old, maybe. No, it's 80-something years old. My dad gave me all these kits. These kind of kits I built. This model cost exactly 25 cents. Back in 1931, this kit came out. That was a lot of money back in those days. Nowadays, things have changed a lot in the past years of my life, you know, how it becomes a model. I mean, plastic is so expensive nowadays. A lot of people going back to paper, the card models. And I might be back on this pretty soon. This old Vindicator, SP2U Vindicator, 133 scale is a card model. A lot of paper. Yep. Who makes that Vindicator? Chance Spot. Boyd. Yeah, Boyd, Watt Aircraft Company. Yep, they made that Vindicator. Oh, yeah. I've got models here over 100 years old, some of them are. Here's one here is probably about 90 years old. This was a main model company out of Hall Site, New York. All solid wood and they had it carved out. This is my Canton clipper ship Swordfish. All out of wood. Let's see what else I got here. Let's see, I got some other stuff here. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, a lot of stuff here laying around. Too much to drag out. Yeah. Yeah, I love wooden models. Now here's one here I made about 55 years ago. It took me about 5 years old. This is a sketch built model. That's my RMS Queen Mary right there. 45 inches long. That was in the museum out there in San Diego, California. I got Jesus back there on the poop deck. It took me almost a year to cut out all these windows on the promenade deck. This thing's made out of solid wood. From the hole down, I had to put templates, mark my hole stations, add templates and sand them out. Up here is hollow. I wouldn't put lights in this thing. This is a very strong model, very heavy. And up there, I got the Andre Doria. That was a museum for about 6 years. Yeah. I got a lot of models people don't have. I was in my 30s when I built that thing. Took me about 5 years to build that thing. I remember one night my wife was building this thing, and my wife, not Ruthie, but it was Brenda, my first wife, passed away. We had a lot of fights over that ship. She goes, "How long are you going to work on that thing? I keep it on the thing all day." I said, "I know, I'm going to be on for a little longer." Of course, she was getting a little promiscuous and stuff like that. So I remember it was on a Wednesday night I was working on this thing. I put the nightgown on, and I said, "Well, that's it. Got to do it right there." I put the tube glue away. I put everything away. Picked the part sack and did my business. That was it. But, oh yeah, I was one hell of a build. I got my Isabella over here, my Spanish galleon I built. That's a wood kit right there. That Jap Zero is paper. It's all paper kit. There's my V-24 Liberator. That's my Monica one. I think Monica did a wonderful job. Now her Hobby Boss makes another one, 148 scale. This could plus the Lady Be Good, but I got the Lady Be Good decals until they come in the mail. Now, I got a big V-24 right over there. That's a Hobby Boss 132nd scale. I got a big Heinkel 111 back there. Buck Wolf. Dauntless back there. SPDs. Yeah. Especially something like Frankie Day now here. When I first came here, nothing but furniture in this room. It took about a year's length of time. I built exactly 40 models in here since I've been here in a year. I got 40 models in here, and about 30 of them are finished. The rest need to be finished. I've got over a trillion stories of my past. A lot of stories. Uh, I'd probably take them a couple stories just to kill the time away. One how many was let's see what else was there. I'm always looking around for stuff to finish up on, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of stories. A lot of crazy stuff in my lifetime. You know, be 80 years old like me. I'm going to be 81. In 2 months, I'll be 81 years old. Ouch. But the funny thing about it, fellas, I don't feel 80. You know how old I feel? In my 40s right now. I guess God pretty good to me. He gave me a good tree of life. I come from a family that has a longevity. Everybody in my family, except my brother Michael and my brother Gary, and my brother's Kate and my sister Casey, they died from cancer and stuff. You know, they must have got that from something, I don't know. But my dad was 112 years old. He passed. My mother was 114. My grandparents were probably 115, 116 when they passed. My aunt Peggy, she died last year. She was 111 years old when she died. So I'm 81. I got another 20 years, 25 years left. It's over for me. Like Steve McQueen said of Papillon, I'm still here, you bastards. I'm very grateful for still being here. Very grateful. Very, very grateful. There you go. All it is just a number, fellas. The older you feel, the older you act. Naturally, I'm pretty young at heart anyway, you know. I'll tell you what keeps me going is building these models. Keep my models, because like I say, most people die from stress nowadays. You get stressed out, first thing it turns into Mr. Stroke, and first thing you're gone. There's too much stress nowadays. I don't let that stuff bother me. No, anybody should have had a stroked out should have been me. I lost 2 homes. I lost my brother. I lost my wife in 6 years and 3 dogs to boot. 6 years ago, I lost my wife, Ruthie, a marriage of 25 years. My first wife, I was married 31 years. She passed away. That was Brenda. She died of lung cancer. Now, that was my daughter's mother right there. My daughter, who I live with right now. And turn this camera out so you can see what the hell I'm doing here. And, 6 years ago, my wife, Ruthie, passed away. Within 4 days after that, I got a notice in the mail we had to move. I had to move. And they sent me a check in the mail. I said, what the hell is this about? I don't like it here. This is my home. I paid for it a long time ago, but it's an old housing tract I have. And you can't stop progress, guys. I don't care. You cannot stop progress. You can't stop technology. You can't stop the world from turning. And I got that letter. This is another stories of the past. And got that letter. My brother was with me at the time. I was taking care of him. He got divorced from his wife. It gets him and his wife to get along together. So I don't know. So I can't throw my brother out in the street. So you stay with me, Mike. I said, okay. So I took care of him. And he goes, where are we going to go? I says, I don't know, Mike. Just got to look around. I just moved out of Ohio, you know, and I couldn't find no house to rent, no nothing. At that time, the COVID virus hit. All of this happened in 2019, right after the death of my wife, and that COVID virus went haywire throughout the country. And that's when rent and everything went crazy. And what they were doing, they were raising the cost of rent up and stuff. They don't want to rent nothing no more. They want to sell things. There's a lot of houses for sale. but nothing to rent. And we did have something to rent, it's sky high, 4 or 5 times than what it was about 20 years ago we paid rent for. Now, I was looking down then at that time, I could not find the place, and time was getting very, very short. I don't want to have the sheriff cut there and throw me out, and all my stuff stays in that house. So eventually I evacuated my house, got all my models out of there, I got me 3 Ford storage facilities, loaded up all my models of my life's work. And so I found a trailer. I lived there for about 6 years. I lost it because of the same thing. My brother passed away, just like my wife did. I was facing homelessness, boys. I said, Frank, what the hell are you going to do? Well, there are 2 things. Hit the streets, live in the car, or see if I can go to Sault Ste. Marie in Michigan, down the Sioux docks out there, see if I can be able to get reinstated back in the merchant marine and steam out of the ship's cook. I don't know if my age would stop me from that or not. But like I say, guys, the biggest problem in this world today is either you're too young or you're too old. And seems like me, common sense tell you, I'd rather hire somebody who's older than somebody younger doing the job. But think about it, in work that way. It's the one reason it's only because your age. It's liability. If something happens, I'm afraid you get sued. But number 2, most importantly, is you know too much. So in this world, they want you dumb. They don't want you smart. They want you dumb. And so my daughter found out about my situation. My son-in-law came all the way down from Tennessee, which I live here now, to Ohio. And let's go home, Dad. Okay, let's go. So I learned something from that, guys. You buy a house, it's not yours. You may think it's yours, but it's not. It belongs to the state, it belongs to progress. I bought 5 houses out here in Ohio. I've been living in Ohio now in Tennessee, all for about 45 years. In all 45 years, I owned 5 or 6 houses. I paid cash for every one of them. Still lost them all. So the thing about it is now stay in the world as long as you can and don't let things bother you. Just move onward. Yeah, I tell you, it was rough, but I survived. Not too many people go through what I went through at my age. A lot of people strike, they have a mental breakdown and stuff. Not me, I'm pretty strong-minded. My key motive is this, guys. If I survived Vietnam, I can survive this. I had a choice of going to Vietnam again or going through what I went through the past 6 years. I go back to Vietnam. It's easier to deal with. To stay alive. I pray to God to help me, and He did. So I got Jesus in here. I got 3 Jesuses. I got a little Jesus out here, talking like Queen Mary. He watches over my model bench, and he keeps me company. He's on the poop deck. I got Jesus over there next to that folk wolf. Like another Jesus up there next to my Battleship Saratoga with his orange badge Freddie gave me. So this is pretty much Jesus in here. I pray my prayers every night. I pray for you guys. I pray for myself, and it works. My son-in-law, here's another story I want to tell you. He was my stepson-in-law, Daryl. This guy was living out in the streets. He wouldn't help himself for nothing. He had a chip on his shoulder. He blamed the whole world. He might have a little powwow one time. So Daryl, we're gonna have a little talk. I don't know if your dad's ever talked to you, but I will talk to you. I'm not your father. I'm your stepdad. I'm taking care of your mother. I married your mom, and I chose to take you guys on too with her. I said, Daryl. I said, you start praying to God all the time. Start saying your prayers. Oh, I don't do that stuff. God don't listen to me at all. I said, what do you mean he don't listen to you? Yes, he does. I said, I had to straighten them out. Don't you understand the fundamentals of God? He goes, you don't do me no good. And I said, that's because you chose to. I just want to tell you something. God works his miracles through me, your mother, people throughout the world, and everything. Because there's one thing you don't understand, Daryl. It's called a conscience. When you buy something, there's a trademark on there. I'm a model builder. The trademark, like it says HELLERT. There's a trademark that says monogram. There's a trademark that says Trumpeter. There's a trademark that says Aurora Plastics. There's a trademark that says Revell. There's a trademark on there that says Lindbergh. No matter where you go, there's a trademark on something. So God puts a stamp of approval on you. His trademark is called a conscience. You got a conscience. That's a little bit of God in everybody. But with that conscience, you got to consider a lot of things, especially humanity and mankind. God lets you know if you get your friends in there like me. Anybody I know that's hurting, I help them out. Because I know someday I'm going to be down the road the same way. I want to be treated the same way. So that's good practice for me. Anyway, not to be religious or anything like that. It's just the idea of how things work. And pretty soon Daryl starts, he'll say, you're right, Pop. They always call me Pops all the time. You're right. I said, I just had a bet with somebody else because you chose to. Everybody chooses. It says, you pray and help yourself out of this mess. God helps those who help themselves. If you help yourself, God will help you. He works as miracles for people. That's how the man works. Okay, we've got 9 watching, 11 thumbs up. I've been on here now for 2 hours and 19 minutes. I think I want to finish up these cartridges right here. I've primed them. We want to call it tonight. And tomorrow, on camera tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and so I can get the spar deck on there and things start happening on this thing. Things going to start. I'm going to start happening. They're 2 decks away. Yep. Okay, we'll take this camera and swing it out over your fellows and finish up these gun carriages. Good there. Oh, yeah, you got it all wrong, did I? Do it all over again. There's a road on here, something. I'll get this fixed either. There. Man. Tips I plugged up on me. Oh boy, this is some problems. Yeah. Big count of guns here. See how much we gotta go on this thing. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Got 5 more to go. And I'll be able to gun carriages. And I'm going to take number 2. Now I'll come back over here and do this someplace. And then we'll find them and buy overnight. Take them all off camera. Install. And tomorrow I want to go ahead and install the hurricane deck and paint same. Where was I? That's over here. Thank you very much, Jason, for tuning in tonight. Have a good night, buddy. We'll catch you tomorrow. Good night, Jason. Thank you for tuning in, sir. I appreciate it very much. God bless you, buddy. Oh, one thing I got to use the toilet. Drink that coffee. My kidneys want to go. Okay, here I is. All right, I got to finish it. I got 4 more to go. Yeah. Almost done, boys. Almost done. Ooh. Got one of this. It was there. We got what? Last one's right here. Three times on the board. Okay. I'm only good. I got 30. I'll find these and I'll call a video tonight. One more to go. Okay. All well guns. Okay, guys, give me a couple seconds to go back here and prime this. Be right back. Daniel Walker, 1053 says 45 here with glue on my fingers. Yeah, I get them once in a while too. A lot of glue on there. Like I say, man with gluey fingers, paint fingers is a good model builder. AOG, auxiliary oiler. I think what is the ammunition ship? Here's ammunition also as well. AOG. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Let me show you something here. I was on a couple of these when I was in the Navy. This is the USNS Buenaventura. Mission Buenaventura. I got another one back here too. AOG. Yeah, the Susquehanna AOG 5. That must be a new making of a jumbo-ized oiler. I think the last one I was on was the Ashtabula right there. Fleet tanker mom was one of those. I'm an old pumper, no tanker man. I'm the bosun's mate. And I'll tell you one thing, that's when oil tankers got underway replenishment detail, underway up unrep, every couple hours, deck division, man rigged 8-9, stand by to receive the USS Risky or something like that. We had to handle all those king posts, all the lines, band of windlasses and everything, winches. We got the heaving line over the side and pull those doggone hoses across there. A lot of work. Yeah. Those oilers ended up with floating gas stations. They carried everything. We carried bullets, beans, everything. Black oil. They're very essential to the Navy fleet. Now they got new oilers nowadays. I never seen them before though. I mean, they probably redesignated AOGs. And USS Susquehanna. I'm going to look that up. You got me going now. You got me thinking. This is that PBY. That's in World War II. Hell yeah, that's got to be a T3 type oiler they used. Is that a yard oiler? Okay, guys, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to prime. Prime these gun carriages. They'll go overnight. I'm going to airbrush them with some ochre tomorrow. Install the same off camera. And tomorrow we're going to install the spar deck. The paint same, have them all have give it wash and everything. Where's my paint at? It's over there. Gotta go outside and give this thing a spray, guys. Okay, just got back applying some primer on there. That's what we did tonight, guys. 3 hours of built. Took 3 hours to do that. So there you go. It takes time consuming. Let that dry overnight. Tomorrow we'll airbrush some ochre on it. Get a coat of this ochre. And those are just tuned in. Got some pictures of this thing. I can show you guys a little stuff here before we get off here. That's a second gun deck on there, which is on there now. First gun deck, there it is right there. That's the first gun deck. I got all those all the gun carriages on there. They don't give you no holes that are pre-made for you where you can glue eye pins at them and hook up your recoils on there, on your cannons. You got to be done yourself. Like I say, you have to do because you said drilling holes inside that plastic right there, it's going to go right through the inside of the plastic. So only way they'll keep you doing that is you got to go inside your, it should be done before you glue the holes together. Get yourself some 1 millimeter by 3/16 strip stock and veneer the inside with wood. Leaving the make sure you go around the shutter base and drill holes there and put your eye pins there. That's the only way you can do it. So you're not going to be seen anyway. But I will add recoils when I get on the punishment deck or the spar deck, they call that. Now there's my Ulan, my buildings. Inboard of that is Amerigo Vespucci. Here's my Flower class Corvette, and also my trumpeter 1/350 scale HMS Queen Elizabeth. That's my Matchbox Corvette. It's right behind me. There's another picture right there. Again, here's the one I was on. That's the S.O. Trenton T3 type oiler. Military version of this is the USS Sagamon, that baby flat top. This kit here is about, I don't know, about 100 years old. This is a Boucher kit, 1/16 scale, because 1 foot scale model of the oiler S.O. Trenton. And there's some of my carriers right there working on. I'll do these old YouTube live jobs I did. There's my Heikel right there I did. There's my wingnut wings 1/32 scale Albatross D5. Von Richthofen's Flying Circus version of it. I got 2 of these wingnut wings kits from Mr. Ed Nelson. Mr. Nelson gave it to me, and I got 2 of them. That's a wonderful kit. I gotta get that thing done so I get this thing finished. I get final bills for that. A lot of goodies there. There's a Battleship Oklahoma made from paper. A paper model of USS Oklahoma. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Got a lot done tonight. Took about 3 hours. I've been here now for 3 hours now. And it took about 3 hours to build those gun carriages. Got them all finished. And so tomorrow we'll have live stream tomorrow again. It'll be on the Victory, and it'll be the placement of the Hurricane deck. I'll be not the Hurricane deck, but the spar deck, and other details. And yeah, having so much fun with this thing. Okay, this is it for the Victory. This is it for me. I'd like to thank all my new and old subscribers for subscribing to my channel. And I'd like to thank everybody who's on the chat board tonight. I'd like to thank everybody who's watching. I'm very honored, everybody. And so stay focused tomorrow night. We've got Wednesday night coming up. We got more of the victory. And probably by this weekend, we'll bounce back on the Miracle Vespucci and finish up the standing rigging and that thing and start getting shrouds on there. And oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming your way, fellas. A lot of stuff. The next week we bounce back on the Uland again. And definitely got to get this thing. I think this Sunday we'll get back on the B-24, my hobby boss, 1/32 scale, and get that thing all finished up. A lot of stuff coming your way, guys. Alrighty. Again, I'd like to thank all the new subscribers subscribing to my channel. Make mama happy, take care of the little ones, stay focused when you drive, beware of your surroundings, get yourself a kit. We got a week or two of chilly weather, cool weather coming up. Pretty soon the heat's going to be on. Outdoor festivities are coming to view. You know what I'm going to be? Out in that damn pond out there with Big Control Models making the videos so you guys can see them. Yeah. Okay. We're getting the victory going along pretty good, guys. You and I. Can we build this thing? Yes, we can. And we are doing it live action here. Okay, boys. God bless everybody. Thank you. Please say your prayers. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. And have a very, very nice night. And what's left of it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand new spanking day. And then I'll run a spanking video tomorrow. Okay, everybody. God bless everybody. This is Frankie Day Models signing out. Catch you guys tomorrow. And God bless you. Make mama happy.